I drive for Lyft. I do it on occasion. I have been doing it since 2016. It is now almost at the end of 2018, so roughly 2 years. I've never had an instance of a rude passenger, a passenger who has thrown up. I've had my fair share of parents ordering car service for their kids under the age of 17, and that's illegal for a driver to transport anyone unaccompanied with someone who is under the age of 18. I will not take them. I will not risk my license for anyone. But I want to talk about what happens when a passenger refuses to get out of your vehicle. Again, I've been doing this for 2 years, and it happened to me today. Whatever the incident, whatever led up to it, do know this here as the ride-sharing public, you have no right to tell any driver that you will not exit their vehicle when the driver has requested you to exit their vehicle. I picked up this passenger today, and he broke a couple of my rules in my vehicle. It was clearly stated of what is acceptable behavior and what is not. And if you really need to do something that is outlined in my rules, and it's not a whole bunch of rules of, it's just 2 things. Don't eat, don't drink. It makes a mess. I'm not your maid. I am not going to call for Lyft for a cleaning fee. I don't want to get involved in that. There's been too many instances of drivers faking spills, throw up, vomit. I don't get involved with that. I don't want to be bothered with that. So to avoid it all, I don't drive at night. I don't drive on Saturday nights or Friday nights to avoid the drunk crowd. I just don't do it. But this particular passenger entered my vehicle. I could smell that he was eating, and the sign is clearly posted right in front of each passenger as they're sitting in my vehicle. And I said, there's no eating in my vehicle. I know. Okay. I'm watching him through the rearview mirror. This guy continues to eat and says, okay, and starts laughing at me as I'm watching him. So I said, you're still eating. He says, I'm VIP. I'm a VIP. I don't care what you are. I'm telling you, I just don't like people eating in my car. It's my car. It's not Lyft's. It's not Uber's. This is our cars, people. These are not Uber or Lyft's cars. And some drivers will allow you to eat and drink. That's fine. But then some of them don't want it. Respect it. So at this particular point in time, I'm saying to myself, oh my God, this guy is just disrespectful. So I pulled over and I said, I am ending your ride and you need to exit my vehicle. He then proceeds to say, okay. He opens the door, puts one leg out, puts the other leg, then decides that he's not going to do it. Comes back into the vehicle, slams my door, and said no. And I'm saying to myself, oh my God, this is what other drivers are talking about. How do you get passengers out of your car? All of this is running into my head. But I knew that I needed to remain calm, not raise my voice, not anything. And I said, I need you to leave my vehicle. He says, well, I need you to take me back home. I'm not taking you back home. Because at this particular point, with you slamming my door, indicates to me that I need to be on alert. I'm no longer comfortable with you in my car. He proceeds to say, I don't have a way to contact Lyft again. I cannot help you with that. I can't call the car for you. And I said, sir, I need you to leave my vehicle. He then proceeds to say, no, I'm not leaving your vehicle. I said, well, I'm going to have to call 911. He says, go ahead, call 911. On the app of Lyft, there is an emergency button. I called it, dispatch answered, which is 911. I relayed, I have a passenger who who will not leave my vehicle. She basically asked, "Are you all right?" I felt okay. Nervous, but okay. She said, "We don't have anyone right now because the town that I was in, it's kind of high crime." So I guess that, whatever the reason. So she said, "But what you can do is drive him to the police station." I said, "Can you give me the address?" He's hearing the conversation. He then exits the vehicle. So all in all, I believe it was because I remained calm. I was nervous. I didn't want to show that I was nervous. I had my wherewithal to calmly try to diffuse this. There was no yelling between either of us. It was simply the rideshare public has to understand, or should understand, respect to drivers. Yes, we are your driver that you have ordered the car, but we are not your slaves. You are not to disrespect us. If another car says it's fine, that's fine. If another car says it's not fine, it's not fine. It is not up to you to dictate to what is acceptable for you to do in a person's car. It is not an Uber car. It is not a Lyft car. I'm simply using the app. It is my car. The bill comes in my name. The insurance I pay for. Why did that man feel entitled to sit his ass in my car when I asked him to leave in a safe spot? I dropped him off. It wasn't in the middle of the road. It wasn't in the middle of the street. It was safely on the sidewalk. But he chose to disrespect me and laugh at me. And that is not acceptable behavior. And I have been a passenger as well in a Lyft and an Uber. I would never dream of ever disrespecting someone else's personal property. And that man disrespected me. So I'm just putting that out there, that this was my first experience, and I hope to God it was my last experience of what happened today when someone in my rideshare vehicle did not want to leave. And for me, I was very grateful that it was roughly 9:30 a.m. in the morning. So all in all, just respect what the driver is requesting of you. And I know there's a bunch of asshole drivers as well. And if you're uncomfortable ever in being in a driver's car, you have the right to ask that driver to pull over and let you out. And you also, too, have on your side of the app a 911. Use it. Because I used mine today. Because I don't know what this man, how much more I was going to take of this man disrespecting me. And how much more secure I felt with this man in my car. Will he stop me from picking up another passenger? No, he won't, because he wins. But do understand, don't be disrespectful to me.